Hello everyone, Clay Frederick the Horror Franchise back out with another Halloween the Game video. For the past week, things have been dropping. And just recently, I got a big bomb of a video. But before we get to that, let's cover a couple things here real quick. I've been kind of wanting to spread all this news out, but some of this stuff is irrelevant now because of the big drop we got. So let's go ahead and start with the small stuff first, and we'll build up to a grand finale. How does that sound? First and foremost, since I have Facebook again, Dark Nation did a post here. I don't know if this is legit, but it's about John Carpenter. So let's go ahead and read it. John Carpenter says, "Diehards will be pleased with Ilphonic's Halloween game. A Halloween game just makes sense, and it was probably only a matter of time before it happened. This is a strong entry that knows it has a lot to live up to. I can't say too much yet, but the diehards will be pleased." From John Carpenter himself. Now, if you know John Carpenter enough, he's just saying that because he's getting a paycheck. He's just a bitter old man and just doesn't give a shit. But we can't help but love the man for being that kind of a person because he's straight up honest with everyone. I love people like that, aside from the bitter side, because I'm bitter too, and I'm honest, so we relate to that. But yeah, I thought I'd jump here and show that one, and let's go ahead and just take a look at this little picture of Michael Myers cosplay for that whole World Record Guinness thing that's going on at the PAX. Oh, I'm still jealous, by the way, because I'm not going, and as much as I would love to go, I don't have the money to go, and traveling sucks for me, so... God! Moving on. This one dropped the other day. What was it, Tuesday or something? March 24th. Yeah, 2 days ago. Heartbeat intensifies. Just 2 more days until the boogeyman is unleashed upon the residents of Haddonfield at PAX East. And that also comes with this video right here. Are you guys ready? Let's have a watch. Oh, Mikey. Always looking sharp. And we have this one here that dropped right as I was getting out of bed, too. It is Evil Has Come to PAX East. Prepare to experience true terror with the first playable demo for Halloween. Okay, this also comes with a video. Let's have a gander here. Oh, God! Look at those monitors, and look at that setup! Jesus! Oh, man! Did you see that shit? You see that lobby? You saw the lobby, right? Oh! Oh! Oh, my God. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. And now we get to the big one. The one that really, 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 really got me all... I can't wait to show you guys. But first, let's read this. The Boogeyman versus the Heroes of Haddonfield. A dynamic and dedicated reimagining of the legendary horror film. We are excited to showcase a tense, terrifying, and dreadfully replayable multiplayer experience in Halloween. Do you see that picture on the bottom there? That's not a picture. That's the one, the only, the video of videos. All right. This is it. You guys ready? There it is.
Multiplayer in Halloween is a 1v4 asymmetrical horror experience that pits the residents of Haddonfield against the shape of pure evil, Michael Myers. In this quintessential slasher simulator, our playable cast of
Rachel.
civilian characters desperately attempt to save their neighbors and themselves from the omnipresent boogeyman, while Michael fixates on stalking and slaying his targets. Halloween provides familiar elements fans of the genre know and love, but we're incredibly excited to pull back the curtain and unveil more details that demonstrate our commitment to delivering our most robust, dynamic, and terrifying multiplayer offering yet. Michael Myers is a creeping, methodical killer, and on Halloween night, Haddonfield becomes his hunting ground. The boogeyman's primary desire is to eliminate every living resident in this quiet town, but he also begins each match with a list of special targets that supply greater rewards if killed before time expires. These unfortunate residents are positioned across various sites in the map, and Michael players are empowered to use their nightmare suite of abilities to locate, terrorize, and ultimately execute their victims and anyone bold enough to interfere with their bloodthirsty ambitions.
Push them bitches.
Killer Sense allows players to step behind the mask and stalk the residents of Haddonfield. When using this skill and entering the first-person perspective, Michael becomes aggressively aware of his
So
surroundings
reminiscent to
and
the
the proximity
first 5
of
minutes.
potential prey. By focusing on targets with murderous intent, Michael builds varying levels of stalk, which aid him in identifying and tracking targets and open increasingly satisfying options for execution.
Oh my god.
An effective killer always keeps their victims
Rachel.
unaware of their presence until those final fatal moments. While historically Michael Myers isn't known for his speed, fundamental abilities like shape jump amplify the shape's mobility with hauntingly unpredictable results. In shape jump, Michael slips into the shadows to move around environments unseen. Not only does this increase Michael's base movement speed, but it also provides access to other powerful traversal options, including shape dash, which sends Michael lunging forward with violent momentum. Shape jump is confidently one of the most powerful tools at Michael's disposal, and supplies unlimited possibilities for iconic jump scare moments.
Stay cool.
However, that potency comes with a few major caveats. Our masked antagonist can only enter and exit shape jump while in the cover of darkness or outside a resident's line of sight. The light may provide temporary reprieve for the residents of Haddonfield,
Well, some
but
Dead by
Michael
Daylight
works
shit,
to
ain't
remove
that?
sources of illumination by shutting off lights, cutting power, and even catalyzing temporary blackouts.
Oh God!
Despite the unquestionable malevolence of Michael Myers, his horrifying homecoming to Haddonfield won't be welcomed without resistance. As the body count climbs and evidence of the boogeyman's presence becomes undeniable, local authorities, residents, and distinct playable civilians may decide to gather weapons and face off against evil itself.
Evil dies tonight.
Michael knows his way around sharp objects and will have multiple options for melee combat encounters. And if especially persistent Haddonfieldites do manage to get the upper hand in an exchange,
Look at that damage.
don't worry.
How the hell?
It's not possible.
We've said it once, and we'll say it again. You can't kill the boogeyman. While Michael swiftly endeavors to turn Haddonfield into a graveyard, our heroic group of civilian characters desperately attempts to save their neighbors and escape the boogeyman's bloodthirst. As a civilian, it's up to you to find fellow Haddonfield residents, convince them of his malicious intent, and guide them safely to one of several possible randomized escapes located around the map before they meet an untimely end. This distinctive cast of playable civilian characters each comes equipped with unique stats, special traits, and signature personalities. To ensure no two matches of Halloween play out the same, our team has constructed a vast playground of possibilities in Haddonfield, offering civilians a multitude of diverse gameplay systems to aid them in achieving their objectives and surviving the night. As civilians navigate these environments, they'll uncover points of interest, revealing resident NPCs,
Haddonfield looks so
lootable containers, hiding places, telephones, possible escape routes, and more. Thoroughly and cautiously exploring your surroundings could very well mean the difference between life and death. And when death comes to your little town,
Right in the eye.
it's probably not a bad idea to head to your neighbors and contact the local authorities. Civilians are tasked with tracking down surviving residents and warning them of the looming threat. Successful conversations with residents can permit civilians to request additional calls to police, commands to find secure hiding places, or companionship as they navigate the formerly peaceful streets of Haddonfield.
Should we stick together? Maybe we're better as a team.
Whether it's a local family friend or the authorities, there's safety in numbers. Once the innocent residents of Haddonfield have been located and persuaded, it's time for the civilians to plan their harrowing escape. Lootable containers scattered throughout the map contain weapons, distractions, and key items that can be used to unlock and access a variety of possible escape routes. The location of these items and escapes changes from match to match, so civilians greatly benefit from adjusting their strategies based on the objects uncovered. It's also worth noting that initiating these escape sequences generates a tremendous amount of noise, which will alert Michael to your exact location. So what happens in the likely event that a civilian becomes another display of Michael's wretched, inhumane nature? Well, their Haddonfield story isn't over just yet. Even in death, they can support their friends and even return as a sheriff's deputy or the unrelenting Dr. Loomis. Once they've re-emerged upon the streets of Haddonfield, they can cooperate with the remaining civilians and responding officers and try and put a stop to Michael's murderous rampage.
Freeze where you are, Michael.
He can't be killed with enough community resistance, the proper equipment, and sheer manpower. He can be detained and shipped back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium. Halloween is a legendary film with a genre-defining legacy, and our mission has been to bring the film's unsettling sense of dread to our asymmetrical horror standoffs. By empowering players to control their attention and stage the scares, we're building a multiplayer experience designed with replayability at the forefront. We'll have more details to share regarding character progression, character traits, customization, proximity chat, and more thrilling gameplay features in the coming months.
Proximity
we can't wait for all of you
chat.
to join us
Oh my
when Halloween
God.
launches on September 8th, 2026.
Jesus. Oh my God, there's a lot to dissect here. A lot to dissect. Holy shit. Oh my God, Loomis. I knew it! I called it! Tommy Jarvis and Friday the 13th the game. Loomis is the same thing, and apparently another officer. So, hey. I'm a happy Halloween fan, and I'm also a happy gamer as well. Oh my God. Yes. All right. Before I lose my cool even more than I already did with that one video that got a lot of attention, and I'm very happy for that because you guys rock. You apparently are happy for Halloween the Game news because guess what? You're gonna get it. So, I hope you guys are happy with this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this because, my God, we're going to have some stuff to break down. This video, I'm going to make a breakdown video. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll probably put it together tomorrow. But as far as more stuff to come here in the next few days, I got to work. So don't expect me to post stuff right away at all. Sometime Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in there, I'll probably have some stuff. But I could weave something in there because I got my work schedules just got in the way. So, but work comes first because I need to pay my bills and I need to set myself up for this. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want it now, guys. I want it now. And we're getting closer. Alright, I'm out of here. Peace out. Have a good one.